fellow gamers and gamestresses. This is Chrolaw75 and I'd like to welcome you to my channel, Chrolaw75 Reviews. Now today we'll be looking at an OAV anime series that released in 1993. Yeah, that's probably a bit before some of you were even born, but stick around for the history lesson. Now, Moldiver falls under the magical girl slash mecha slash sci-fi genres, with a fair mix of comedy thrown in for good measure. The plot goes something like this. It's the year 2045, and Hiroshi Ozora, a geeky inventor type with big dreams, puts his ambitions into action when he develops the Mole Unit. Now, the Mole Unit is a small device that allows the user to break all conventional laws of physics. But hey, don't take my word for it.
The shield of the dimension wrapped in space is forming into the dimensions of an individual, isolating it from the outside world upon its completion, again to make the outer cover. The effects of radiation, gravity, and temperature are absorbed, and every wave motion of energy can be restricted. Even a bullet, or resistance to the shock of a nuclear explosion. The inertial mass depends on the control of the surface pressure resistance. Movement at the velocity of light is possible. Furthermore, the muscle power doubles depending on its function. That power is infinite. In this modern era, the laws of physics are completely transcended in the Dream Supersuit. As long as I have this... As long as I have this power... I too can become a superhero! Yes!
Now this sounds wonderful in theory, but due to the strain of the system, the Mole Unit can only function for 666 seconds before suddenly powering down. But still, Hiroshi decides to put Moldiver to use and, under the guise of Captain Tokyo, fulfills his lifelong dream of becoming a superhero. His first act of heroism is to stop Dr. Mashingal from stealing a vintage F1 race car. While fighting one of Mashingal's mechs, Captain Tokyo ends up having to save two models, one of which just happens to be his younger sister Mirai. She quickly becomes suspicious of this mysterious new superhero and, after a bit of snooping, discovers that her brother Hiroshi is indeed Tokyo's newest defender. Mirai decides to tinker with the design of the costume and ultimately ends up rendering the unit useless to Hiroshi. So, with no other choice available, Mirai is forced to take up the mantle of Moldiver. There are 6 episodes in the series, including Metamorphose, Overzone, Longing, Destruction, Intruder, and Verity. So there's not much in the way of filler, and the story moves along with fairly decent pacing. Now, a few of the characters are interesting, particularly Dr. Mashingal, aka the main bad guy, and Hiroshi. Some are just plain annoying, such as Nozomu, Mirai's little brother, and unfortunately Mirai herself. Another point I should make is the animation quality isn't exactly noteworthy. True, this is a 20-year-old series, but with superb franchises like The Slayers and Magic Knight Rayearth coming out around the same time, Moldiver just comes across as a low-budget OVA.
Hi.
So after watching all that, I'm going to pose the question, is Moldiver worth your time? I'd say probably not. It's not bad per se, and if you can find it for cheap, you could do a lot worse. But I can't really recommend it, which kind of sucks because I bought it. But hey, I bought it so you didn't have to. Yeah. Anyway, that's all the time we've got for today, fellow gamers and gamestresses. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.